Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Josh here from TheBitBlock doing a little FAQ video. But before we begin, I just have to say that I apologize for this really crappy setup we got going on here. I'm just using my phone to record this. On March 6th, which was quite a while ago, I asked people on Twitter to send me questions, literally any questions they might want answered, and I will answer them in an upcoming FAQ video. So that's what we're going to do here today. And like I said, I'm sorry, there's some messy clothes going on in the background, but this is just the easiest way to film it. I thought about just doing this as me just talking over, just me not on camera, but I thought that that's kind of lazy. I've been doing that a little bit too much lately, so I'd be on camera. I do want to warn you, if I look dead, it's because I practically am. My sinuses and allergies are killing me. So I probably look real puffy and god-awful, and I know you guys are used to seeing me absolutely perfect. So I just wanted to let you know, if you think I look off or if I'm slow or something, that's why. Also, check this out. Official BitBlock t-shirts coming in about a week. You can get your very own Orbit t-shirts, and the back's even got, I don't know if you guys can see, the back's got the BitBlock's logo on it, so I'm pretty happy with these. And those will be going on sale this week. And there's also going to be t-shirts for Animal Crossing Make Believe. They won't feature any of the characters, but they're really cool. There's stuff. There's a shop opening up soon, and you'll be able to get this t-shirt and other things. But anyways, on to the FAQ video. And actually, by the way, I'm not doing a video of this just so I could show you the shirt. I just realized that I could show you the shirt when I started filming this. So here we go. I said doing an FAQ video tonight. If you want to ask any questions about literally anything, respond to this tweet. Of course, that's a little bit of a lie because I didn't end up filming it that night. So here we go. First question is, what happened to your Zero Fit video? Is it lost to eternity, or does it still exist deep down in your hard drive? So I didn't understand what Citrus was referring to, but he's talking about the old Wii Fit thing that I was going to do with the whole Zero Suit. I was going to have a girl be Zero Suit Samus playing Wii Fit. Never really took off because I had no ideas. There was no idea to the video. It was just, hey, somebody in a Zero Suit plays Wii Fit, and just never happened. So that's probably never happening. Have you considered designing an entire game? I've actually started answering these questions already through Twitter, which was stupid, but yeah, I have thought about designing a game. I kind of want to wait and see what the Nintendo NX is all about, and if it's good, I will definitely want to make a game for the Nintendo NX. So yes, I have. They said, what genre are you most considering? A platformer? I don't know, really. It could be a party game. It could be... Yeah, I don't know what genre yet. I guess I would start with the idea. I want to see the controller for the NX and all that stuff, and then I would figure out what ideas I would have for it, and then build something based on that. So let's see. Nintendo tweet says, most of the questions are video game related. People have no imagination, I guess. Matthew Gibson says, if you had to pick, what Nintendo series would you like to see as an anime? Like Kimishima said earlier this year. Oh, Kimishima, the new president of Nintendo. I actually hate anime, so I don't want to see any Nintendo stuff as an anime. But as a Disney quality animation, I would want to see... I think Pikmin lends itself quite well to little shorts. So if they did a Pikmin series that was kind of a lot of American animation has 2 or 3 stories in one episode. So if they did that with Pikmin, I think that would work quite well. Pikmin works really well as a CG, a 3D CGI kind of thing, as we saw through the Pikmin shorts. Other than that, I guess Mario kinda works in a way. Zelda obviously works. Zelda might work better as a Zelda and Metroid, I feel, would be more interesting as a live action thing. So I guess Pikmin. Animal Crossing would be really good, I think. I'd like to see something Animal Crossing related in a TV series. How do you keep such a healthy glow? Says Christian. Christian. I don't actually keep a healthy glow. As you can see right now, I look very dead and puffy. So it's very insulting of you to ask me that question. I don't know if you're asking it ironically, but I'm offended. Why is Captain America better than Iron Man? Because Iron Man is a drunk and he's not a good role model. And Iron Man reminds me of Nick, so he's not a good role model. Can I come over and play Nintendo Land? Sure, let's do it right now. It's literally 11:59 p.m. right now on March 21st. Let's play some Nintendo Land. Let's get some Metroid blast going on here. Would you rather have Nintendo make a proper Super Mario Sunshine sequel or get a pair of these shoes? So the shoes that they are linking to here, I like video games, is linking to a pair of Marc Jacobs sneakers that I've been trying to find for so long, and they're like the coolest shoes, and I can't find them anywhere. They were released in like 2012, in the winter of 2012, so that's like almost 2013, so they're not even that old, yet I can't find them anywhere online. They're all sold out, and they never show up on eBay, so I'm just really sad. I've been trying to find them for so long. So I guess my answer is I would rather have a pair of those shoes than have a proper sequel to Mario Sunshine. Because I can always just play Mario Sunshine, and I love that. I'd rather have the shoes. I know people are going to discredit me as a gamer for saying that, but I'd rather have the Marc Jacobs shoes. When do you think they will show off Pikmin 4? I hope it's an NX title. I really enjoyed Pikmin 3, says Steven. Mr. Miyamoto is weird. He talked about how Pikmin 4 is nearly done, yet we didn't see it in this direct. We haven't seen it. I don't know what's going on. I think the fact that we haven't seen it is suggesting it will be for the Nintendo NX. So I would say Pikmin 4 will probably, if I'm going by logic, I would think it's logical to assume Pikmin 4 would be shown at E3 this year. So in June, which is so weird because in like 3 months, a little less than 3 months, we will be back at E3. It doesn't seem like a year ago. It seems like it was shorter than that. I don't know. Weird. Are you looking forward to the NX? Do you think it will be a hybrid system like a handheld and console? Yeah, I think it will be a hybrid system. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. I don't know anything about it, so I can't really get excited about something I don't know much about. Will you be going to E3 this year? I don't know. Probably more likely that I will. I don't know that I care to go to E3, but I might. I don't know. I probably will, but there's a chance I won't. Will Dan ever be on camera? I don't know. Will he? He's been on camera before in episodes of The Fold. He's in the Fling Smash episode of The Fold. He's in the Okiraku episodes of The Fold. He's in the Star Fox 64 episodes of The Fold. Why do you hate anime-looking games? 2 games can look similar but play different. Appearance doesn't make a game good or bad. Well, I disagree. If a game's really ugly and has a terrible art style, that's a pretty big hindrance. So what's the question? Why do I hate anime-looking games? I just think anime characters, like typical, like realistic anime characters, are really boring and stupid with the like same dumb hairstyles and the forget about it. I don't like anime. Having said that, though, there is some Japanese animation that I think is kind of cool. Like when I look at Yokai Watch, I think it's animated very poorly, but I think the characters are cool looking. I just don't like the more detailed humans. It's just stupid. I think it looks dumb. Doraemon, I think, is something that I approve of as well. I like it when it looks more cartoony, but when Japan tries to do realism in their animation, I don't click with it. 2 games can look similar but play different. Yeah, I know they can. But all the Japanese RPG stuff plays pretty similar, and I don't care about it. Have you ever actually played a Fire Emblem game? Yes, I have. It was Fire Emblem Awakening, and I thought it was super dull and boring, and I didn't connect with any of it. Not the music, not the art style, not the gameplay, not the characters. All of it was just nothing to me. How did you and Dan come up with the Fruit Salad podcast, the best podcast in all the land? So that's actually discontinued for the time being. I don't know when that's going to come back. How did we come up with it? It's literally the crap that we would talk about on Skype every day, and we finally just said, let's record this and put it on the internet. There was no process of some genius thing going on there. We're just idiots, and that's the way we would talk, so that's what happened. What are some anime-esque games you like/enjoy? Also, do you have any LGBT video game characters you like? Love you, is LGBT lesbian, gay, bi, or tran? I don't know if I could name a single video game character that is any of those things, to be honest with you. The video games I play are starring cartoon animals and strange Italian plumbers jumping on mushrooms. There's really no sexual anything in the video games I play. So, what are some anime-esque games you like? I don't think there are any. I don't know. Is Zelda anime style, kind of? The Legend of Zelda, maybe? And like I said, I don't know any, I don't play any video games where there's, any kind of relationship stuff really involved, so I don't know of any lesbian, gay, bi, or trans video game characters. Love you, Josh. I love you too, Jared. And then underneath that, he says, Jared, let me be honest with you. I really don't think he knows that stuff. You were right. I really don't. I have no idea. But I answered your question as best as I can. Let's see. Do you prefer being a brunette or over a blonde? And blonde is way more my personality. And favorite video game of all time? Pikmin 2. I think Pikmin 2 is my favorite video game of all time. It's weird because I think Pikmin 3 is better, but Pikmin 2 just has so many memories. I think Pikmin 2 is more ambitious. While I think Pikmin 3 has more stuff, I think the difference between Pikmin and Pikmin 2 is huge. There's so much stuff added, whereas the difference between Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3, it's not as huge. So I give it to Pikmin 2, even though I do think Pikmin 3 is a better game. That doesn't make much sense, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe it makes sense. And then we've got, why do you think Nintendo rarely creates unique 3D Mario adventure games that is based on story and exploration? I think it's because Mr. Miyamoto has it in his mind that that's not a good way to design a Mario game anymore. I hope I'm wrong on that. But I think a lot of it comes down to what does Mr. Miyamoto want? And I think that's unfortunate because I think that what Mr. Miyamoto wants is oftentimes not what the fan base wants. So that could be why. I also think it's because making a new revolutionary 3D Mario adventure game is something that takes a lot more time than just making a sequel to Super Mario 3D Land and putting it out on a home console. So more effort and also probably Mr. Miyamoto. That is my guess. 2D Mario gets a lot more. I don't know if it's just because 2D Mario sells a lot more because I don't know if 2D Mario games do sell as much as they used to. Like Super Mario, or New Super Mario Bros. Wii sold phenomenally well, but it's mainly because it was on the Wii. New Super Mario Bros. U didn't sell as well as that by any imagination. Like, it's a big difference. I think it sold okay, but not that great. What did you think? By the way, I'm on a lot of medication right now, so if I'm not making sense, I apologize. But I just really wanted to get this video done. And so I did, and like I said, I didn't just want to do an audio thing because I just did an audio thing with like a whole discussion about Nintendo, and I felt like I have to come on video. So anyways, got a lot of Dayquil in me, which is weird because it's night. I should have taken NyQuil, but that would have made me sleepy, and I don't want to be sleepy yet. What did you think of Zootopia? I thought it was great. Sorry if you've already answered this. I thought it was okay. I know a lot of people thought it was great, and I think that's cool. I just thought it was okay. I thought it was a little preachy. I do think that its message was a bit heavy-handed, and they went a little bit too in-depth with its message, and I don't agree with a lot of the things that it was kind of saying. There's one like little comment where I can't remember who calls her this, but Judy Hopps gets called cute, and she's like, "Oh, actually, that's kind of offensive. Only bunnies can use the word cute." It's something like that, and I think they're like directly referencing the whole idea of the N-word. Not to get all serious here, but I think that is referencing the fact that I guess black people can use the N-word, but nobody else can use the N-word. And I felt like, whoa, why are you putting that joke in here? It's not a joke, or I don't know what it was. Like, why are you doing that in this Zootopia? And I felt like, I personally believe that if something's offensive, nobody should say it. So Zootopia trying to claim that it's okay for one group of people to say or do something and other group of people cannot, I don't agree with. So there was stuff like that in the movie that just kind of took me out of the experience. But overall, I did enjoy it. It was okay. I think it would have been a lot better if they just stuck to a more simple message without getting into all the race-related stuff. I think the message should have been, listen, no matter who you are, no matter what anybody says about you, you can be and do anything you want. And that is the message of the movie, but they kind of go into other weird territories that kind of turned me off. But it's a good movie. Some weird stuff happening there. There's actually a plot twist at the end. I won't spoil it. Maybe I'll do a whole video talking about Zootopia. I probably won't. But there's some stuff at the end that made me think like, wait a minute, what? That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. It's okay. I like it. You know, I have the Tsum Tsums for both Nick and Judy. I have the Disney Infinity figures for them. I loved the world that they created for Zootopia where different animals lived in different ecosystems. I thought that was really cool. So yeah. Thought it was okay. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Power to fly. Peter Pan it up, baby. Could literally just fly around like Peter Pan. And I feel like flying would probably be the ultimate superpower because a lot of people, you could probably make a lot of money doing that, like flying things for people, just like delivering stuff. I probably wouldn't do that. That would be annoying. But I want to fly through the sky. It's a goal of mine. Before I die, I have to figure out how to fly through the sunset. So that would be my superpower. What would you like to see in Pikmin 4? I want to see them continue to focus on multiplayer. I think multiplayer has definitely become a big part of the Pikmin experience. And if a Pikmin game were to be released that did not have a good amount of great multiplayer, that would be a huge letdown. So I think in Pikmin 4, they need to continue to push the multiplayer. Give us some online multiplayer. Give us maybe some 3 to 4 player multiplayer could be cool. So yeah, multiplayer. Expand it. Make it good. Make it as good as it's ever been. Make it better than it's ever been. How do you stay in shape doing YouTube? I don't know. I probably work on YouTube stuff maybe 7 hours a day. And some days not that much. And I don't know, just always set time. I love going jogging because it gives you a chance to clear your mind and listen to music, and you get fresh air, and just makes you feel good. So I think it's easy to actually find time to stay in shape and work out. I'm sorry, I haven't been reading your names. That was from Chris. Superpower was from Stephanie. Well, you guys can see. I've got the video up here. What education do you have in 3D modeling? 0. I didn't take any classes. I've basically just taken online tutorials. George Maestri is somebody who I have watched a lot of tutorials from. Just tutorials online. You can learn a lot of stuff. Messing with it, getting your hands dirty, going into the programs, pressing buttons, messing around with it yourself. I think you can learn a lot from doing that. Do you like animals? I love animals. I'm a vegetarian, so of course I love animals. My parents have 4 dogs, all of which were rescues, meaning they were going to die if my parents didn't take them. I'm really close to my dog who passed away. Well, I guess I'm not close anymore, but like, you know, she still means the world to me. Look, I even have a picture of her. Her name was Nala. She's a collie. So yeah, I love animals. I think animals are the best. And one day I want to be a millionaire just so that I can somehow use my wealth to help protect more animals. Because I think it's terrible that people would mistreat an animal. So I really love animals. I skipped that question and went to the 3D modeling. I'm sorry. Well, we got it. I went back and I got it. I got to read these probably a little bit faster because this is like 20 minutes and I don't even think we've scratched the surface. So I apologize, but I'm going to try to do these way faster now. Isn't a house way too big for just one person, or is someone moving in with you? If not, what will you do with all your rooms? So I am moving into my own house next month, which is very exciting. I got tired of paying a ton of money on rent in the Chicago area. It was like $1,300 a month, $1,400 a month, and it's kind of ridiculous, and I hated throwing money away, so I decided I wanted to get my own house, and I'm going to be moving in next month. So is it too big for just one person? I don't know. I mean, my apartment was too big for just one person. I basically occupy like 2 rooms. So no, one of the rooms is going to be my shoe room, and it's going to be nothing but shelves of my shoes. And I'm definitely going to do videos about that, so look forward to it. So no, not too big for one person. Nobody is moving in with me. What will I do with all the rooms? I don't know. Bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room, filming downstairs, and the extra bedroom is my shoe museum, my shoe room. Tell us 3 things we never knew about you. 3 things you never knew about me. When I was little, I used to play with my action figures behind my parents' couch because it was one of those like V couches, so you can kind of go, it was like this. This is the couch, right? It's up against the wall, and you could go behind the couch, and I would play with action figures in there. I love Nicktoons in general from the 90s, but I absolutely love Kablam. I used to count down the days to Kablam and make drawings for Kablam. And when I was little, I also used to get a bunch of pipes in my parents' driveway after it would rain in the summertime and pretend that I was making my own little miniature water slide theme parks. There's 3 things you might not have known about me. I still do most of those things, by the way, so I don't know. Where are we? You now work at IGN and have taken over NVC. I think that's Nintendo Voice Chat. Fuck, marry, or kill between the old guard of Pierre Jose and Brian. So I actually have listened to Nintendo Voice Chat quite a bit. I think they're all really cool guys. I think it's a pretty good podcast. Lots of great discussions. Who would I fuck? I think I'd fuck Peter. I'd marry Jose, and I'd probably kill Brian. Sorry, Brian. I had to pick somebody to kill, so I'd kill Brian. Uh, I'm glad I got to announce who I would want to kill in this FAQ. What exactly do you dislike about Kingdom Hearts? The anime! I don't like the anime. The Riku and the whatever his name is, their big dumb anime hair, their size 47 shoes, their stupid costumes, the dumb teenage angst drama, the fact that they take Disney characters and they put them in stupid king and prince costumes, the fact that they treat Disney characters as sidekicks when in fact Mickey Mouse is not a sidekick, he's the main character. The fact that the creator of the series was offered to make the Disney characters the playable main characters but said, no, I don't want to do that, and made his own stupid anime characters instead. I could go on, but there's a lot I don't like about it, which is weird because like it combines all these Disney worlds together. You'd think I would like that, but the storytelling and the gameplay and the Japanesey vibe of it does not mix well with the very American Disney style. It's kind of like imagine if an American game studio like Bungie, for example, made a game where they took all these big American like He-Man type characters and they took all these anime characters and put it together and they made it a very like a first person shooter with anime characters from like Bleach and Naruto and all that stuff. Obviously people who love anime would think that was terrible. So that's kind of the way I feel about Kingdom Hearts. I kind of lost where I was. Kingdom Hearts right there. Which would you rather have, an actual RPG Paper Mario game? I would actually want to have an actual Paper Mario game. Are the game of your choice being localized? I would rather have an RPG Paper Mario. I want partners. I want really good battle system like it was in the first two games. I want to have unique characters. I'd go with the Paper Mario one. How do you afford a house if YouTube is your main job? Well, a house is actually cheaper than renting an apartment in the Chicago area. Like in the Chicago-ish area, it's pretty expensive to rent an apartment. So actually my bills when I have my very own house will be less by a considerable amount than what I would be paying for rent. And I actually get to own my house. So when I pay my house payment and all that stuff, I'm paying towards something I own as opposed to just throwing money out the window. So it's actually cheaper to own a house. And the YouTube is like, even though it has ups and downs, it's still, the BitBlock's a relatively popular channel and I have a lot of hope for the future. So yeah, I'm not making millions, but I have enough to afford a house. If I can afford an apartment in the Chicago area, I can certainly get a house. Would you rather play a fan-translated version of Captain Rainbow or an official NOA old meme translation? I would rather have a fan translation to Captain Rainbow because I don't want memes, and I don't want it to be overly censored. Oh, and one more question, if that's okay. Sorry. What are your favorite fruits and vegetables? Favorite fruit is pineapple. Favorite vegetable is, I think, pickles. No, pickles aren't a vegetable. They kind of are. I'm going to say broccoli. I like dipping broccoli in, like, ranch. So, pineapple and broccoli. Are there any cartoon shows that you like? Ben 10, Dexter's Lab, Gravity Falls. I like Gravity Falls. That's pretty good. I actually got into watching that this year, and it's pretty cool. It's a good show. It reminds me, I don't know, like this weird, it kind of reminds me of like a newer version of DuckTales. It has nothing to do with DuckTales, but I just feel like it's kind of on that same level, I think. It's like, I love the animation. I love the look of the characters and the backgrounds. I like the setting. It's really good. But I love SpongeBob. I don't really like the new episodes of SpongeBob, but I love SpongeBob. I watch a ton of cartoons, actually. Not so much a lot of the, like, newer ones. Like, I don't know what Ben 10 is. I kind of know. Dexter's Lab I never really got into, but I watch a lot of old Nicktoons. Ren and Stimpy. Classic Nicktoon. Doug, Rugrats. The Splat. I watch The Splat a lot on Nickelodeon. Kingdom Hearts, yeah or nay? We've been over this. Will you marry me? Yes, I'm waiting for you to get ready. We're obviously getting married. I'm going to be a very amazing husband. Nothing but snuggling and bedtime stories, even when it's the middle of the day. What was your favorite movie of the last 12 months? Have I seen Zootopia yet? We already talked about Zootopia. My favorite movie of the last 12 months? Probably Peanuts. The Peanuts movie was really good, I think. I liked that. That was really well animated. It looked unique. And also, it was really good storytelling. So I liked the Peanuts movie quite a bit. Will you ever make another ASMR video? Ooh, well, I've already done that. In the time that that question was asked on March 6th, and now I have already done that. My chair is squeaky. How do you edit your videos and make those cool graphics? I edit my videos in After Effects, Adobe After Effects, and the cool graphics, I don't know, I just do those myself. Are there cool graphics? Where? Where are they cool? You mean like on an episode of The Fold or something? Or the 3DS overlay for a journal in like Animal Crossing? Just do those in Photoshop or After Effects. What for you would be the game that would make you get a Nintendo NX? Pikmin 4, a Smash Brothers deluxe game that took the 3DS stuff and put it on a home console, and took the Wii U stuff and put it together. A real 3D Mario game that actually gives us big worlds to explore and missions instead of the damn flagpole. A totally new IP that is interesting. What else? A real Paper Mario game, but that's coming to Wii U, and I don't even know if it's a real Paper Mario game. Why do you love shoes so much? Because they're awesome and because they're fashionable. It's funny, when I first see somebody or meet somebody, I think the first thing that I'll notice is if they have good shoe style. And if they don't have good shoe style, I don't even bother with them. But if they do have good shoe style, then it's like, okay, now I can look at the rest of them. Like if I see a girl or something, and if I notice if for some reason I notice that she's cute first, and then she's got bad shoe style, it's over. I want nothing to do with her. Forget about it. She's got terrible shoe style. I ain't having none of that. Gail underneath him says that's $1 million question. I don't know. I just think shoes are some people are into fashion. And I think that one of the most important things as far as fashion goes is your shoes. I think your shoes you can have a lot of personality. They kind of say a lot about the person. More so maybe even than their shirt or their pants. I think your pants are probably the least expressionative thing. The pants don't necessarily say a lot about you, because pants are pants. You can get khakis, you can get jeans, you can get dark jeans, whatever, but it's not as much variety in pants or shorts. Whereas shoes, there's tons of variety. And shirts, shirts can say a lot about a person, but I think shoes more than anything. I'm really medicated. Have I mentioned that? I'm kind of woozy and out of it, so you better appreciate the fact that I'm taking time out at 12:22 a.m. to do an FAQ. What's your favorite position in sex? The Wario. I'm really big on the Wario. The ladies are really big on the Wario position as well. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Why do you hate everything? I don't hate everything. I just hate you, Torterra fan 619. I actually love everything. I'm really easy when it comes to loving everything. I love everything, everyone. But to be honest with you, I kind of hate you. You're the only thing I hate in this world. So, how did you meet Andre? We both belong to the same nudist beach. There's a nude beach in Florida. It's very VIP, and I was there, and he was there. And we're like, hey, you do a YouTube thing, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I do a YouTube thing too. And we're like, that's strange. And so we met that way. It was really weird. But I don't know. It's kind of normal now, He goes to the nude beach way more than me. I haven't been there in a while, but he's always texting me pictures from there, which is totally Andre. How'd you meet Rogers Base? The same nude beach. It's a very popular nude beach for people that are on YouTube in Florida. I like to go there and just swing my hips around while I'm naked and just be like, look at this. What do you think about the state of Nintendo? Well, I did a whole video on that. What's your favorite cartoon? Are you watching any new ones right now? My favorite cartoon? Oh, The Simpsons is definitely one that I watch a lot. maybe The Simpsons, I think. I feel like I'm missing one. I really love those new Mickey Mouse cartoons on YouTube. Those are pretty fantastic. But my favorite cartoon? That's really hard. That's a big question. I'm not prepared to answer that. I've been watching a lot of the Smurfs too, by the way. I'm going to bed at like 4 in the morning, and on Boomerang there are episodes of the Smurfs. I've been watching the Smurfs a lot. I'm literally going to bed at 4 so that I can watch the Smurfs while I go to sleep. But my favorite cartoon, that's really hard for me to answer. I love so many of them. Maybe The Simpsons, just because I really grew up with The Simpsons. But nothing past like season 9. Do you plan on doing any more Animal Crossing? Actually, yeah, I'm doing Animal Crossing journals right now. But of course, I can't yell at them for asking that because on March 6th, I was not. But of course, I am now. I've started a new journal series for Animal Crossing New Leaf, in which I'm going to try to make the ultimate summer town. If Nintendo manages to succeed with the NX, do you think their success would stay consistent through future generations? What advice would you give them? So yeah, I mean, the Wii was one of the biggest game consoles of all time. The Wii U is one of the least popular game consoles of all time. So I don't think Nintendo knows how to be consistent. So I don't think that if the NX is a success, the next thing. But I just realized the maximum file size. Well, I just saw a little error on my phone saying maximum file size reached. I don't know what that means. It's still recording. We'll ignore that. So yeah, no, I don't think that means that it would be a success. Hopefully they've learned something from the Wii U. And what advice would I give them? I don't know. Make good games. Sounds like a good idea. How do you feel about red apples? Oh, God, they've done some awful things to my family, and I'm waiting for them to apologize. No, I like apples. I have this really cool thing. It's like this device that you smash on top of an apple, and it cuts all the apple slices into segments. It's real easy. It makes eating an apple very, very easy. What's your favorite game, excluding the Pikmin series and Mario Sunshine? Well, you kind of killed the joy out of that question. Xavier, I don't know. That's a hard question. Animal Crossing. Ha! You should have excluded Animal Crossing. If Wii U's Animal Crossing game wasn't a party game, but still wasn't a proper Animal Crossing game, what would you want it to be? Can't be a life simulation game, and it can't be a party game. A racing game. I don't know. Racing? Animal Crossing racing? It worked in Mario Kart 8. Would you rather have a proper Mario Sunshine sequel or the Jaws ride back at Disney? Well, the Jaws ride was actually at Universal Studios, not Disney. Jaws ride all the way. I mean, I would murder somebody for the Jaws ride to come back. I'm not even joking. They would have to be a bad person. They'd have to kind of be a sleazy person, but I'd happily kill some son of a bitch. I get the Jaws ride back, and I get to go there, and all I gotta do is kill some asshole? I'll kill him, gladly. So definitely I would rather have that over a sequel to Mario Sunshine. I love Mario Sunshine, but I really don't care too much about a sequel. I mean, it would be great if they did it right, but still, Jaws ride. Kidding me? Jaws ride is the answer to everything. Although, would I rather have that pair of Marc Jacobs shoes that I've been trying to get forever, or the Jaws ride? It's the Jaws ride. I'd go with the Jaws ride. What do you think of Animal Crossing NX? When do I think Animal Crossing NX will release? 2018 for the NX. What's your favorite video game controller? The Wii Remote, of course. Wii Remote Nunchuck. Do you play any PlayStation or Xbox games? And if you do, what are some of your favorites? I've not played any, to be honest with you. I played 2 Muppet games on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. I played Monster Muppet, something Muppets and Monsters. There's like a Halloween monster Muppet thing. And I also played a Muppet racing game. I think it's called Muppet Race Mania. And that was actually pretty cool, I think. I don't know if it really has stood the test of time, but I remember liking it back in the day. I literally bought a PlayStation so that I could own 2 games, both of which were Muppets. And that's all I ever owned for the PlayStation. Are you an otaku? God, no. What is an otaku? Sounds Japanese, so I'm going to say I am not that. Do you play any... Oh, I already read that. What is your current favorite music artist? I listen to a lot of music. I hate rap, I hate country, and I hate really heavy metal. Anything that's not that, I'll listen to. I'm a pretty big fan. Actually, I've been listening a lot. Well, I listen to a lot of like video game music, obviously. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Connor Maynard. I think he's British. I don't know. He's like a really, really talented. I like people that can sing. You gotta be able to sing, I think. If you're gonna make music, you need to know how to sing. Or play an instrument, but still. And finally, is paper. What do you mean? Oh, the question started here. Best underrated fruit salad component: fresh mint leaves, for instance. I don't even know what that question is. Ever wanted to design your own shoes? Hell yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I do want to design my own shoes. I don't know how I would start doing that, though. I'd have to be like a celebrity in order to do that. And finally, is Paper Mario Color Splash your front runner for this year's summer game? Yeah, I think that could come out in the summer. At least in Japan, I think it'll come out in the summer. So hopefully, that'd be pretty fun to do like a whole Let's Play of the Japanese version this summer. I'd be down for that. I don't know what the fruit. What is my favorite thing in a fruit salad? Probably the pineapple or the watermelon. Fresh mint leaves is a garnish. I don't really eat the garnish. Besides Jaws, what's your favorite Universal Studios / Islands of Adventure ride? Does it have to be one that's currently there? Because besides Jaws, I would say it was Kongfrontation, the King Kong ride, which was the first ride that was taken out of Universal Studios, which is so stupid. So yeah, it would be King Kong. But if it has to be one that's there, I'd probably say E.T., the original E.T. ride, even though it terrifies me to this day. I'm really big on the classics. I don't think Universal makes rides as good as they used to. It's all simulation crap. I hate simulation rides. But if I had to pick a ride that's like more modern, jeez, I don't know. The Simpsons? Maybe, kind of. The Simpsons gets old after you've been on it about 3 or 4 times. Yeah, this is a tricky question. Modern Universal Studios ride that I would say is my favorite. Oh, Jurassic Park. We'll say Jurassic Park. I mean, I would say Hulk maybe, or one of the roller coasters. I do love roller coasters, but I think Jurassic Park is... It's a hard one, because Jurassic Park's not that good. I don't care. I mean, you guys don't care. So it would be Jurassic Park, I think. But it'd be King Kong if I had to pick any of them. Who's your daddy? I don't know. I don't know who my daddy is. What is your favorite game to have friends over with? Kirby Air Ride. Kirby Air Ride's a great game. Playing the city trial in that with friends? Mwah, wonderful. I'm sorry, that the Universal Studios is, I would say, Hulk or Jurassic Park if it has to be one that's more modern and currently there. If it can be any of them other than Jaws of all time, even if it's not there, I would say King Kong or E.T. Do you play any online games through Steam or play games like League or Hearthstone? I do not. I'm sorry. I really don't play online games a lot unless I'm playing with other people that I like personally know in real life. What is your opinion on hacking Animal Crossing New Leaf, and what is your most hated food? I don't know, I think hacking a game kind of ruins it. Hacking Animal Crossing, I think, especially ruins it. So I wouldn't do it myself. And I probably wouldn't play with other people that did it, because that would ruin the experience for me. The second half of that question, what's my most hated food? Meat. Any kind of meat I don't like. Probably hot dogs or, I don't know, a hamburger. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? I think it's about at 140. People look at this in the back, like there's some over there and there's some over in here, and they think that's a lot. That's like 20% of how many shoes I have, if that. Some of these questions are like, there's multiple parts, and the top part is like the last part. Why do you dislike amiibo? What should they be used for? And what characters do you want to see as amiibo in the future? I dislike amiibo because they don't do anything, and I don't think they're particularly nice looking figures for being like nearly $15. They just do stupid stuff in games, and I think they're a gimmick. I don't like the base that they sit on either. I think the base is very boring compared to Disney Infinity figures, which I don't... Oh, so like a Disney Infinity figure has a cool base that kind of puts the character in a setting, whereas amiibo do not do that. So here's Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse has got like some little rocks there and grass, and it looks really cool. And then you got Buzz Lightyear, and Buzz Lightyear's got the floor for Andy's bedroom, and so you just got like a really cool base. Amiibo don't have that. Amiibo bases are stupid. What should they be used for? Nothing. They should just be toys, and they should not be connected to video games in any way. What characters do you want to see as amiibo in the future? Captain Rainbow. I want to see Captain Rainbow as an amiibo. Never gonna happen. And I think you should call it an AMA instead of an FAQ, but whatever. I mean, it really doesn't matter. What is an AMA? I don't know what answer my answer? I don't know. What's an AMA? When are you going to make your GameCube collection video? Probably soon. My GameCube games are all right over there. I'll probably do that soon. How long is this? This is almost an hour of me yammering on. So I apologize about everything right now. Do you like superheroes? I don't know. I used to hate them. Kind of coming around to them a bit, but I really don't care that much. A lot of them are stupid. Superman's cool. I like Superman. I don't think you need anything other than Superman. What are your origins? Like, did you go to college? How did you start in YouTube? How do you afford all those shoes? I did not go to college, actually. In fact, I did not even finish high school. And I'm totally okay with saying that, actually. I think that there's a lot of emphasis put on education, and while I think education is important for a lot of things, there are some people that just don't click with education. And they're the type of people who are going to be more successful doing what they feel is right. So at an early age, I always felt like I wanted to do something creative. I wanted to draw. I wanted to animate. I wanted to do, that kind of stuff. And I knew that all this stuff I was learning in school was complete bullcrap and was not going to help me in any way. So I one day begged my mom to let me be homeschooled, and she finally said yes. And from there, I was homeschooled for a couple years, just doing like paperwork stuff, and I eventually just gave up on that. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a veterinarian or something that requires the education, then I think it's important. But some people are just not cut out for education. So I don't really have a lot of it, nor do I think it's affected me in any way. How did you start in YouTube? I made little video tours for Wii games. When the Wii was first coming out, there were a lot of games that people didn't know a lot about, and they were curious whether or not they wanted to get them. So I did video tours related to them, and that's kind of how I got started. And I remember like people really liked it, and they said it was helpful, so that kind of encouraged me to do more. And yeah, that was like kind of in the earlier days of YouTube as well. Like it was 4:3 video, 360p resolution, so it was a weird thing to be putting video. Like back in those days, doing video game stuff on YouTube was unheard of. It was weird to do that. Now, of course, that's all anybody does on YouTube. Even the people who don't do it still do it just so that they can be popular. Like vloggers will still talk about video games because they know that'll get them attention. How can I afford all those shoes? I don't eat. I don't spend money on anything but shoes. That's it. It's actually, I mean, I eat, but most of the extra money that I have every month, I save up towards shoes that I want to get. So I'm sure that sounds insane. But yeah, I'm dying, by the way. Have I mentioned that? Look at me. I don't like you guys having to see me like this. The lighting's really bad, so that's probably not helping me, but still. A lot of people want to know how I can afford all the shoes and how many shoes I have. Like I said, that's mostly what I spend my additional income on, so yeah. I also look for like when they go on sale. I mean, a lot of the Marc Jacobs sneakers are very expensive, but I will wait till they kind of go on sale a little bit before I get them. And even on sale, though, they're still a lot of money. Like $350 is kind of cheap, but it's not cheap, but that's about as cheap as you can find them. I'm going to start doing, by the way, I'm doing vlogs showing my entire shoe collection probably late next month. So look forward to that if you want to see more about my shoe collection. What's your favorite main fear of the upcoming Universal Nintendo Land? That the rides will be simulation rides, and they won't actually build Nintendo's worlds for us to physically see. See, some people might be like, well, Nintendo's characters will work really well as simulation rides because they're already 3D characters. But I would argue that's why they shouldn't be in a theme park. I'm going to do a whole video maybe about this, so I won't go into detail. But yeah, I think that simulation rides would be the worst thing. I want to see physical animatronics of Nintendo characters. So yeah. I don't know how much longer this is. These questions just kind of keep going. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, we might be able to make this. Okay, yeah. Let's try to keep this under an hour. What's your opinion on Peter Pan Return to Neverland? Do you think it's as bad as everyone says it is? No, I actually like that movie. The plot is kind of stupid. There's not really much of a plot other than Wendy's daughter gets taken to Neverland, and that's kind of it. I think Jane, Wendy's daughter, kind of a bitch. She's kind of a little bit of a bitch. She's not a likable character at all. She spends the whole movie saying, I don't believe in fairies. I don't believe in magic. And it's like, wait a minute. You're literally in Neverland and you're surrounded by all this magic. Why wouldn't you believe in the thing that you're seeing? So it was like, I don't know. I hate Jane. She's a terrible character. But I like Peter Pan more in Return to Neverland than I did in the original film. I think he's a little bit cockier. He seems like he's actually maybe a little bit older, which obviously he's not. But I think just the drawing of him and his personality and his voice definitely seems older. And I think that's kind of a little bit better than the original Pan. The movie is not as good as the original film, but I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't have any ideas of its own. And I hate Jane, but I do like the movie. I think the animation is better. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. I've seen it a lot as well. Why did you start YouTube? Also, when are the Animal Crossing dudes coming out? I don't know what that second part of the question is. Animal Crossing dudes coming out? I have no idea what that means. Why did I start YouTube? I guess I kind of already answered that. I just had fun doing little videos of talking about the Wii games. Actually, I think I was on YouTube before that. I was on YouTube since 2005. And I did a DDR with Mario review. I think I started on YouTube just like for the same reason a lot of kids start on YouTube today, which is to just upload video game stuff. And that's pretty much it. Would you like to see Luigi's Mansion 3? I would, but not if it's made by Next Level Games. I don't think they did a very good job on Dark Moon. Those ghosts really suck. See what I did there? But yeah, Next Level Games, I don't know. Some elements of Dark Moon are okay, but it is nowhere even close to being as good as the original, so I would want Nintendo's original team to work on it. But I have a feeling it would be Next Level Games, and they cannot design ghosts for the life of them. See what I did there? One more thing. Do you like Steven Universe? Why or why not? I don't know anything about Steven Universe. I know that it's this kid with afro hair, and that's about it. Don't know much about it. Thoughts on Fuller House getting a second season? Do you want more than 2 seasons? Sure. I don't know. I think it's good that it got a second season. I think Netflix is on fire with bringing back nostalgic things. I recently watched the Pee-wee's Holiday movie, which was really good on Netflix. And I've watched quite a bit of Fuller House, the first season, and it's stupid, but so was the original Full House. And so, yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's good that it's getting another season. More than 2 seasons? I don't know. Sure, if they can keep it up, like, quality-wise from what people would expect it to be, then sure, make more seasons. Do you like Gravity Falls? I do. What happened to your planned top 10 Disney Infinity characters? I want video. I read that horribly. Let me reread that. What happened to your top 10 Disney Infinity characters? I want video. Any plans to bring it back later on? Yes. That was supposed to be in the 10 Days of Disney. Unfortunately, I didn't get it done in time, but I will do that eventually. I think probably within the next month or so. I'll talk about it. I already have the list of all the ones that I want, so maybe I'll just do a video like this talking about it. It'd be easier to do. If you could develop any game, what would be your ideal game to make? A party game. I think I'd be really good at making a party game like Mario Party. That'd probably be a good first game for me to work on. What do you want from/expect from Paper Mario Wii U? What do I want from it? I want partners. I want original looking characters. I want really imaginative settings. And I want a fun, rewarding battle system. And I don't think any of that's going to be in the game, but I hope it is. So let's see. We've got a few more questions here. Oh God, we've got more than a few more questions here. I feel like I was reading these faster. Where did I leave off? What was your favorite video game? Pikmin 2. If you could only play on one video game console for the next 30 years, what console would it be? The GameCube. I feel like that's what I'm doing anyways, so I'd say the GameCube. Or the Wii. But I'd probably pick the GameCube. Better multiplayer on the GameCube for stuff like Kirby Air Ride, Mario Kart Double Dash, Pikmin 2. So I'd probably pick the GameCube. Will you be doing any more videos on Splatoon or Pokken? And I'm loving the Disney content. Splatoon, yeah, probably play some Splatoon in May. Do some little videos just playing it for fun. Maybe do another couple episodes of The Fold with Splatoon. No, we definitely are going to do Splatoon episodes of The Fold, actually, because we're going to do, like, we'll have 2 TVs, 2 Wii U's connected online where me and Nick will fight each other. So we'll do that. Pokken, probably not, because I don't want to spend $60 on Pokken. I'm curious, but not curious enough to spend more than, like, $20 on it. So if there's a copy of Pokken for $20, I'll buy it. Hey Josh, just wanted to know, what are your thoughts on Twilight Princess HD and how does it compare to the original Wii and GameCube version? So I haven't played it, but I haven't been really all that impressed with it. I don't think it's visually as updated as I would have liked for it to be, so I just didn't really bother with it. I don't know. I have the Wii version of the game. That's kind of, I feel happy with the Wii version. I don't think the HD Wii U version really does enough to it to justify me spending $60 on it, which is kind of crazy because the Wii game cost $50, and that was 10 years ago. So now it's $60 for a 10-year-old game? Josh, you don't play that crap. What was your favorite video game? I answered that from Nat. That's Pikmin 2. What's your favorite vegetarian food? I always, every day almost, I go to Subway and I get a 6-inch veggie sub. I get lettuce, double American cheese, and I get pickles, and olives, and 2 tomatoes. What else? Salt and pepper, and then jalapenos, and ranch. And that is something that I eat almost every day of my life. So I guess that's probably my favorite vegetarian food. But I like a lot of stuff. Pizza can be good vegetarian food. Cereal is good. I'm a big fan of cereal. Thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts series? Well, we went over that. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm offending people. I don't like the anime influence on Disney. It doesn't work. It's like putting oil and water together or something. It just does not work. It's like ketchup and It's like ketchup and milk. Doesn't go good together, but they're fine separate, I guess. I don't know. What's, in your opinion, what is the worst DLC character in Smash Brothers? Ooh, it's a toss-up between Cloud and Bayonetta. I'm going to go with Cloud, though. Cloud is the dumbest character to ever be in Super Smash Bros. It's going to be something that comes back to haunt me because people will yell at me for that. But yeah, Cloud is a really dumb addition. Ugh, another anime character with a sword, just what the game needed. How do you cut your sandwiches? I cut them with my penis, obviously. I whip it out, plop it on the table, and I smash it with my penis. What is your favorite type of music? Any suggestions of bands or artists? Yeah, we kind of went into that. I mean, honestly, I'm not really opposed to pop music. I listen to a lot of I listen to remixes on YouTube and also covers. I think there's a lot of really talented people on YouTube that do covers. What's his name? Max Schneider? Or something like that? I should look it up. It's not Max Landis. It's Max Schneider or something. There's some people that do a lot of really good remixes of like popular music, but they do them better because they have like better singing voices. Like I said, Connor Maynard is one that I really like. So yeah. What made you decide to make videos and how did you start out? What was your favorite video you ever made? So I answered most of that question, but the favorite video I ever made, it's definitely going to be episodes of The Fold. I love the hide and seek episode of The Fold where we were playing Wii Party and we were hiding the Wii remotes throughout the room. This is that same room, by the way, that we were hiding the remotes in. I love the kayaking episode of The Fold and Wii Sports Resort. So it's probably between those two. Wii Sports Resort coverage was a really fun time. So probably some of those videos on The Fold. Why is Super Mario Sunshine so underrated? I don't know that it is. I mean, when it first came out, it was very, very universally praised. Everybody loved it. It has really high scores, even to this day. I think people are just stupid, probably. There's a few people that don't like it, and they're very vocal. I don't know, like maybe some idiot that runs a popular gaming channel here on YouTube. His name rhymes with Smandre Smeagers. But I wouldn't listen to him. He's probably stupid. I think everybody who is an important human being loves Super Mario Sunshine. And if you don't, screw you, you know? I mean, geez, what kind of monster are you? I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions because that would be very mean. What's your favorite episode of The Fold? Yeah, I guess I kind of answered that. It's the kayaking Wii Sports Resort or hiding the Wii remotes in the Wii Party hide and seek game. I think those were fun. I guess I like episodes of the Fold where we get to do different things. We also did an episode where animal noises came out of the Wii remotes and you had to grab them based on the noises on the TV. That was a fun episode. Basically, out of the Wii series of games made for very fun episodes of The Fold, I think. Wii Sports Resort stuff is great. Favorite video game soundtrack? Oh gosh, I've been listening to a lot of Mario Kart 8. Pikmin 2 has a very weird soundtrack that I like a lot. Super Mario Sunshine, obviously I adore that. I'm kind of cheating because I'm giving you many favorites, but Super Mario Galaxy has a great one too. Oh, I can't answer this question. You know what? I'm going to go with Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door because when I hear that music, it really does something to me. Like, I'm not exaggerating at all. Like, when I hear the Rogue Port music, or just really any music from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, it instantly transports me back to that summer I was playing it. I imported it from Japan, and it just reminds me of, like, the summer of 2004, or I think that's when it came out. But, yeah, that music is very powerful when it comes to bringing you back to that time. So, yeah. Probably be that. Do you like Conker's Bad Fur Day? Never played it, but that is not my kind of humor. I really don't like vomit or poop kind of humor or violence, but it seems like it could be a competent, fun game. I'm going to try to answer these last few very quickly because we're almost coming up on an hour. Let's see. What's the best game you've ever played and reviewed? Played and reviewed. So I guess it's got to be a game that I also reviewed? Did I review Super Mario Galaxy? I don't remember. That's a really hard question. Super Mario Galaxy, I'm going to say, the best game that I ever played and reviewed would probably be Super Mario Galaxy. Or Kirby's Epic Yarn comes to mind. That's a pretty fantastic one. I don't know if I reviewed Super Mario Galaxy, so I might be cheating. Kirby's Epic Yarn, let's go with that. I really, really love that game. What's your opinion on numbered scores in video game reviews / major review sites / YouTube reviewers, etc.? Yeah, I don't know. I think they're kind of dumb in a way. It's really hard to. That's one of the reasons I stopped doing reviews. Is it's just so hard to like put a number on something. I get why people like to see the number because it kind of confirms whether or not they were right about a game being good. You know, like, oh, I think this game's going to be really good, and then you find out it gets like a 9 out of 10, and you're like, all right, I was right. And if you thought it was going to be good and it got like a 6 out of 10, you would probably tell the reviewer they were stupid. So I don't know. I think they're more hurtful than helpful. I don't think they're important. It's important to listen to the words in the review as opposed to the number, I think. What's your favorite animated movie? Peter Pan. If I had to pick another one, I would probably say my favorite animated Pixar film, by the way, is A Bug's Life. It's pretty fantastic. I love that one. But Peter Pan would be my favorite animated movie. How did you become a Jaws and Disney fan? Also, what is your favorite YouTuber? So I became a Jaws and Disney fan from a very young age. I became a fan of Jaws, actually, because of the theme park ride. When I was about 6 or 7 years old, we went to Universal Orlando, and it was like really early on. Like this was the early 90s. And I think it was literally the year that the Jaws ride officially opened. Because originally the Jaws ride had a completely different design, but it kept malfunctioning. So they had to like close it for a year and figure it out and scrap some elements and redo a lot of stuff. So it was like 1994 when I went on the Jaws ride. And that was when I was like absolutely terrified by it. But it was in that fear and that terror that I was really excited. Like it was so imaginative. It like really struck a chord with me. So I think I started loving Jaws. I know I started loving Jaws right after I was on that ride. And then I got into the movies. So it's weird. I actually got into the movies and the storytelling of the Jaws films through the theme park ride. So it's kind of strange. Disney, I just grew up on Disney films like any kid does. I watched all the classics and watched stuff like Toy Story and yeah. I don't know why I listed Toy Story out of all of them, but I've watched all the Disney films growing up. Jungle Book, all the good stuff. What are my favorite YouTubers? Let's see. I like Jim Sterling. I like Boogie2988. I like Ashens. I love the My Parents Play series by Kevin Cassidy from Go Nintendo. Who else am I subscribed to? I don't know. I watch a lot of people on YouTube. I watch ASMR videos. But yeah, Jim Sterling, Ashens, Boogie2988, My Parents Play, Kevin Cassidy. So yeah, I think that's a good number of people. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody I mainly watch. Last few questions. Oh my gosh, this was way longer than I could have ever imagined, and I feel like I cannot talk anymore. I'm sorry if this is too long, guys. I don't know if anybody's going to sit through this. What are your favorite and least favorite Disney movies? Also, what point in life did you get so into shiny shoes? My favorite Disney movies are Peter Pan, Toy Story, A Bug's Life, and let's see. Alice in Wonderland is a huge one. I don't know why I said it like that. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. I got really froggy there. Alice in Wonderland. The Jungle Book. I like a lot of Disney films. There's very few that I don't like. What are my least favorites? So this is going to be controversial. I do not get what people see in Big Hero 6. I do not like Big Hero 6. That movie is stupid. It doesn't feel like a Disney movie at all to me. So Big Hero 6 is one of the newer ones that I don't like. Any classic ones I don't really like? Not really. Rescuers Down Under is one that I like. I remember watching that a lot as a kid. But other than Big Hero 6, none really come to mind. I remember being like genuinely like disappointed in that. Like so many people talked it up and I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was boring. There's another. At what point in life did you get into shiny shoes? I know the exact moment that I started to get into shiny shoes. It was like 1995, and I think it was like end of summer, beginning of fall, and there was a pair of Airwalk Gym plastic shoes in a store window, and it was like the year that they had released, and they're very shiny. I mean, you guys have probably seen me wearing them. They're right here, right there. And that's when I realized, like, wow, all shiny shoes are really, really cool. And from then on, it's pretty much... I still literally... I'm going to show this in, like, an actual shoe vlog, which will be on a different channel. But I still literally have the first pair of those shoes that I bought in 1995. They don't fit, obviously, because I was a child at that point. What would I have been in 1995? I was born in 86, so I'd have been 9, right? Yeah, I think. So yeah, that would be the moment. 1995, early fall. It's weird that I know that. I understand, but still. I remember many years ago you said Nintendo would come back. How come that never happened? Oh, Nintundo. Years ago you said Nintundo would never come back. So Nintundo was a music podcast for video games that I used to do. It never came back because now more than ever, Nintendo is obviously really, really picky when it comes to music rights to their games. So I feel like there'd be copyright problems with that. I don't even know where those episodes are. You might be able to find them online somewhere, but yeah, too many copyright issues with that, I think. Thoughts on Rhythm Heaven as a series? I love it. Rhythm Heaven is amazing. I don't think there's a single bad Rhythm Heaven game, and I am very happy that Rhythm Heaven Megamix is coming to North America and Europe and Australia and basically the rest of the world. It's a really great game. The 3DS game is fantastic. I loved the Wii game, DS game, Game Boy game. They're just great. They're amazing. What is this person talking about? Hey, this bitch didn't answer your question. What yo gon' do? I want it very... So we'll end it on that idiot. Don't really know what they're talking about. So yeah, guys. Oh my gosh, this was way too long. I'm really just kind of out of it. I'm sorry if I just seemed like I was dead. I'm sorry if I looked dead. I'm sure these answers might have been a little bit more intelligent if I wasn't battling this problem with allergies and if I wasn't on a bunch of medication. It's amazing if any of you guys actually made it to the end of this. So yeah, hopefully I answered your questions. Maybe we'll do another one of these. Maybe we'll do it live. I think the next time we do this, it'd probably be smarter to just do it live. F it, we'll do it live. Anyways, okay. let's end this. I need to go pass out somewhere. Bye bye.